All right, today we're going to tie a shadow puppet 2-bit hooker. So we're starting off with the Firehole Sticks 609 in size 14. This is your standard nymph wet fly hook. And we have a Saluda tungsten beads. These are 2.3 millimeter countersunk. These are the rainbow color. You got two of those on there. And we're going to start off with some Veevus 10-aught in black. So the shadow puppet color variation was just kind of something that was in my head with these rainbow colored beads. Just wondering, what do you tie with these rainbow colored beads? Because they have so many colors in them. What kind of goes together? So I thought going with an all black fly to just give a silhouette appearance, and then have the rainbow colored bead be kind of like that hot spot, either hotspot collar or hotspot tag, and all of your fish attracting colors can be in the bead, and then the fly is just presenting a silhouette of whatever pattern you're tying. So I just grabbed a couple Hackle fibers that are black. Any black tailing fibers that you like would work. And then we'll just kind of pull those to the length I like. Nails are not very lined up. Try that again. Let's get some of these tailing fibers and get them nice and lined up. And then take them off the There we go. That's a lot better. That is probably, that's what I like them at. That's probably 3/4 of a hook shank. Get all those tied in. Give me a little trouble there. All right. So this color variation, I think, is something that you can use on just about any of whatever your favorite pattern is. You can do that. Change it to a rainbow bead and do the all black. So I'm going to use a body quill, Veevus body quill in black as my ribbing. The typical 2-bit hooker, I really like a red one where it's red body and then it has a black ribbing and a black thread rib. And I believe it's a mahogany dubbing for the thorax. That is a great pattern. But trying to have some fun with these rainbow colored beads, I think this is going to be a great, another great color pattern to have in your fly box. I think there's days when the sun is super bright that the fish are keying more on silhouettes than an actual color. So we'll just get a little bit of a taper there. Not too much. When Charlie Craven created this pattern, he was going for a thin, here we go, going for a thin mayfly, a thin mayfly Beadus imitation. So definitely keep things thin. Don't add too much bulk into this pattern. When I really started thinking about this pattern and listening to how he had it tied, you know, very thin, it almost is like this was a Perdigon before Perdigons were all the rage. So it does have Pearlecent Tinsel flashback. Here's this, it's Veevus Pearlecent Tinsel. And get this tied on right on the top here. Definitely getting to where you need to be mindful of your thread wraps. So now we can dub the body. Here I'm just going with super fine dry fly dubbing from Lopsy. Most of this, the super fine dubbing, it dubs up really nice and tight, which is great for this pattern. We really don't want more than just dirtying up our thread here. We're building, just barely building a little thorax here. If you have too much, it'll really make finishing off the fly difficult. Get a little bit back here behind this bead, jump it forward just a little bit, packed tightly there between those. Now we can bring this flashback up. Tied in right there. Cut this out. Now this is one part with a lot of flies that I don't know if it necessarily I would worry too much about it. You can tie some legs on this pattern, and I would just grab some more of these hackle fibers and put them on each side. But with a lot of these patterns, patterns like the Frenchie, I think those really started to show that you don't really need to put these legs on these fly patterns. It's just not that necessary. So if you are having trouble, I know sometimes these legs can really, they can really fight you when you're trying to put them on. I would just leave them off, really. If I was tying this for my fly box, I would probably leave these legs off. For a tying tutorial, we'll go ahead and throw these on here like this. This is how I would get these tied in and secured. Get them in, just do a few on each side, and come in here with my my scissors and just snip those off loose. Now, you see I got equal legs on each side, and now I can just whip finish this. The 2-turn whip finish is really all you need, because you're going to come back and put a resin top over that wing case. So here I'm just going to start off with some Loon. This is thick. And then start here at the front. Make sure I get it from each side of that tinsel. Down a little bit down the body, and bring that up. That should kind of keep it maybe a little bit of a teardrop shape, with the most being up towards the top of the front bead. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Hit it with a light. Then that generally still has a little bit of tackiness to it, so I come in with the Solarez Bone Dry. Just get it to where there's just a very small amount on that brush, and just give it a quick little brush right over the top of all of that. Hit it with that light again. And you are ready to fish this color variation of the 2-bit hooker. So if you like fishing the 2-bit hooker, go ahead and give this video a like. Let me know in the comments what you think of this color variation and what you think its name should be, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.